Hello everyone. So if you guys see my face, this means unfortunately there is no new reading this week. I have a throwback for you. So this reading is a reading that I had done on my TikTok. This was requested for one of my followers over there. Of course, you know what video we're going to be, talking about today. This is a reading pertaining to Nicki Minaj and Offset. I'm not really sure as to why this person wanted me to pull on them. I took it as a challenge, and we got some things. It's a very interesting read. This reading overall pertains 6 parts, but it's all into one. I just put them all into one in this whole video. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy, and again, I'll see you next week with a new reading. Stay blessed. Hello everyone, and welcome to another reading. Happy Tuesday. So today, if you guys see from the photographs, we're going to be pulling on Offset and Nicki Minaj. Okay, so this was requested by Miss Royal Alexis. This one is for you. You wanted me to pull on Offset and Nicki Minaj. Now, when I got this request, it was very interesting because I know that I only know a little bit. Some people who are big fans of Nicki, fans of Offset, or big fans of Offset. I'm not gonna say fans of Offset, but big fans of Offset know the rift between him and his wife Cardi with Nicki, and also with her husband Kennethpetty. So I did some Google searches to try to see some things, because I don't know them like that. It's like I know of them, but I'm not like fans of them. I'm into rap, but I'm not like a hard rap fan, if that makes sense. So I had to do some research. So with Nicki Minaj and Offset, I see that back in 2017 they did collab on a song. I can't cut off this camera and go back, but they did collaborate on a song. I may include the name of it in this video. This was back in 2017. I saw that it's alleged 6 months ago, and I don't think there's any way it can be alleged when a person comments on something, but it was alleged that Nicki made a post on her Instagram, and nobody at all, out of the blue, Offset comments with these heart emojis, and that right there, I'm like, what the F is that about? Now, I'm getting vibes, that he could have done that, of course, just to piss Cardi off. We all know, I even know, because I follow the blogs when it comes down to Offset and Cardi B. They be fighting like cats and dogs. Like, one minute they love each other, the next minute they arguing, the next minute they saying, that they're going to break up, blah, blah, blah. Now, I did a reading of Offset and Cardi B, because this is not my first time pulling on him. I pulled on him with Cardi B at that time when they were supposed to have, it was it. Cardi said she was done. I'm going to separate, blah, blah. But if you guys notice, and that reading is actually here on TikTok. If you scroll all the way down the bottom, if you're curious to check it out, you can. It's still on here. But I noticed that when I did that reading, I was getting little hunches myself that Cardi was full of the BS, and I was saying, no, Cardi, don't even think about it, because I'm seeing these cards about, I miss you, I want you back, I crave you. I don't think I meant I crave you, but it's basically I miss you and I want you back. That was just her thoughts about how she felt about him. And then, she turned around, and then they, somehow or another they linked up, they had a sexual encounter. And then all of a sudden now, there was no divorce. And I said, you know what? After putting all that work and effort into a read, I chose not to even read on Cardi B and Offset no more, because I'm not even trying to waste nobody's time, and I'm not trying to use anyone for views for myself, because I'm like, if you are just going to go through all that knowing that you're not going to you're not going to actually break up. And I looked at another tarot reader, and she said the same thing. I'm just over it at this point, but however, I decided to do this reading of him consist of Nicki, because it's very interesting in me. So of course, guys, I have my tarot cards, I have my oracle cards. People just want to ring my phone. Is so annoying. Somewhere down the line, I'm definitely thinking about getting a camera. But back to what I was saying. Yeah, I got some tarot cards, and I got some oracle cards. How I'll do it is that I'll pull between the both of them, and then individually, just like what I usually do when it pertains to two people, to find out what the energy, what's going on there. I'd be surprised, allegedly, what I would find. So I say again that this is really interesting. Now, I was thinking about maybe putting Cardi B a little bit in here. I know that it's not requested. This is energy surrounding Offset and Nicki Minaj, but it is a strong chance that her energy may intrude in here. And you know what, girls gotta do what a girl's gotta do in order to make the reading make sense. I hope that it makes sense with you guys. So I don't want to include her in this reading, but it's a hush that her energy may float in here, and also the energy involving Nicki's husband as well, because she's married to kennethpetty. His energy may go in there as well, but we'll see what happens. So of course, before I get started, guys, a quick disclaimer that everything that I say in this entire reading is 100% alleged. This is for entertainment purposes only. Nothing is not confirmed unless it comes out of the person's or the person's mouth. I understand that sometimes the blogs make stuff up, but these people are really big in PR stunts, so don't believe it unless it comes out of the person's mouth. If you don't hear Offset saying anything, Nicki saying anything, hell, even Cardi or I don't think Kenneth even talks that much either way. Nicki is the talkable type, but if you don't hear it from any one of them, then everything is 100% alleged. I ask you guys to keep the comments to a respectable state. Please do not have any rude and negative comments. You will be blocked from my page or anything consist of me and my readings. But if you guys are ready, then grab your popcorn, grab your wine, whatever you guys do to get yourself comfortable to listen to this reading. Oh my god, I've been talking for 7 minutes. Okay, guys, so what I'm gonna do is that I am going to make this part as the introduction. I don't know how many parts this reading may pertain. So I advise you guys, once you're done, oh my god, I'm so sorry. Once you're done reviewing this introduction, if I can get it done, if my phone stopped going off, then proceed to part 1 of this reading. So I'm going to cut it off right now, and I'll see you guys in part 1. Hello everyone, so this is part 1 of the quick oracle / tarot reading on Nicki Minaj and Offset. I recently did the introduction, so I advise you guys to start from the introduction to just get a little bit in depth about what this reading will be about. And now we're going to start with part 1. Okay guys, so these are basically the cards that I had pulled. My squiggly messages, but just to show you, in the middle, these cards represent both Offset and Nicki. On the left, we have Nicki's cards, and on the right, we have Offset's cards. So I'm just going to go over them, you know, like at random. I hope you guys are able to understand. Also, FYI, somehow or another, this is my cell phone charm here. Please don't mind that. I am trying my best to get it out of the camera frame, but more than likely it shouldn't be a problem. Okay, so let's get started. So I pulled out a bunch of cards here, and let me start on Nicki's side. No, not actually start on Nicki's side. Let's start in the middle here. I'm just going to be pulling them at random. You guys keep up. I'm going to try my best to make it make sense. Okay, so the first card that we have Living in the Moment. And upon looking at this card, how I feel is that this, could be the current energy of what is going on right now. That both Offset and Nicki Minaj are living in the moment. Living in the moment is kind of like, you know, you're taking your time to enjoy yourself, your families, whatever it is you got going on. I don't know what, I know with Nicki, I believe she still has, you know, her radio show. So that could be the things, you know, her part, enjoying the moment of doing her radio show, making music, her as well as Offset, spending time, you know, with her son and her husband. And with Offset, the same thing. I don't think that he has like a radio show, whatever that he has that he's enjoying. If you guys want to comment below, you can. What he does, I don't pay attention to him like that, but you know, he could be doing the same thing, you know, like making music, you know, and spending time with his family and friends. Also Nicki with her friends. So we have Living in the Moment. We also have Establish. And this also symbolizes both of them. That established, they're settled, secure, wealthy. So we know that Nicki Minaj is a very, you know, I would say Nicki Minaj and Offset both, you know, they're well established. Either, you know, by themselves or by their partner. I feel like we're Offset by Cardi B. Sorry. I know that Nicki is established. You know, we already know she got money. She got it down pat. She actually has, like, knowing that this is her. You know, this is her full B. You know, the Queen Bee card. You know, she's that Queen Bee. She's that boss bitch. You know, she's very secure, established, wealthy on her part. So she ain't got no issue there. However, with Offset, I feel like he is established. But I get vibes that part of the reason that he is established is because of Cardi B. That's my personal opinion. You guys may have like different opinions, but that is my personal opinion. All right, the next card that we have Possibilities, Free-Spirited, Adventurous. So I feel like with this card coming out, this could pertain to both of them. I do know that both of them fall under the sign of Sagittarius. So I feel as though Sagittarius, they are free-spirited. They do like adventure. You know, they like to get wild and crazy at times. They like to take risks. So I feel as though that this card came out pertaining to the both of them. We also have Wish card, guys. So this could be a representation that at times either, you know, Nicki Minaj or Offset, you know, they at times they wish certain things. I don't really recall like what kind of wishes, but one of the wishes could be, you know, continuing to remaining, you know, successful and, you know, enjoying with what they're doing, to wish, you know, the best for not only for themselves and their family. That seems like that makes sense. All right, so these next two cards, they fall under the side of Nicki, and we have the feminine energy, gentleness, nurturing, mothering, and we also have nurturing, mentorship, wisdom, giving back. So I did mention in the introduction that back in 2017, Nicki Minaj and Offset collabed on a song. Actually, it was 2 songs. It was one song that he did individually with her, and then there appears to be another song where he had done with, with the Amigos. So it was like the Amigos and Nicki. I'm not sure if that song is accurate or not. Sometimes people would merge, they make mashup songs. So I don't know if it's real or not. If you guys know that, put that down in the comments as well. But during that time, how I feel and why the reason that these cards came out, because I feel as though that Nicki was bringing in like a feminine energy. She was bringing like a nurturing, gentleness, mentorship towards Offset. Knowing Nicki and her background, Nicki can rap, Nicki can write her own raps. Like, she knows her shit, and you can look at her and tell she knows her shit. She's one of those rappers that knows what it's like to be a rapper. So she comes to people as a, bringing in that motherly energy and also that mentorship to help people who start in the rap game. So I feel as though that this is the energy that she could have brought to Offset, along with her card as well, that she has an intimacy card. Now I wouldn't say like intimacy like, him and her were together. I'm not getting, like the vibes on that. At least I haven't asked my yes or no cards on her end with that, but I did ask that on Offset, but we'll get to him in a second. But there appears to be like a mentoring and an intimacy bonding, confiding in one another. Maybe allegedly Offset could have confided in her, about certain things, maybe certain things within the business, and she was giving him, that nurturing and that mentorship, that wisdom. See, giving back to him, let him know, how they are behind the scenes. That's how it was in the very beginning. And this could be before her riff with Cardi, per se. But right now she is not she's not feeling that way. Of course she's not feeling that way, because these 2 cards will represent that. Okay, so now, fast forward to now, these are her cards, how she feels about Offset. And we have bad news. She feels as though that he's bad news, and also feels as though that allegedly, he's at rock bottom, like he's drowning. When drowning, over your head, overextended, rock bottom. I'm looking at the sentence rock bottom, if you guys could see. And I did ask my yes or no cards that, this is the question. My mask going to be right. Yes. Does Nicki feel Offset is below the rap game? And we have the response of yes. Another card I want to show you guys, we have the Too Late card. So this is another card that came out on Nicki's side. I feel as though upon looking at this card, it could be indication that Nicki Minaj feels like Offset is too late. Maybe it's something like, if let's say there's like a new skill or anything like that, and other rappers, other people in the field had used this skill, including her, and let's just say like later down the line, Offset decides to use that skill, if I'm making sense, then she's looking, at him and thinking like, oh, okay, it's way too late for him to use that skill. All right, so we are back with another part of the Nicki Minaj and the Offset Oracle / tarot reading. As you guys see, we are now transitioning over to the tarot side of this reading. I took the opportunity and I had pulled out some cards. These cards actually came from my new deck, the Zombie Tarot deck. It was highly recommended, and I found myself to oddly become obsessed collecting decks. So I know this won't be my last. I actually purchased some decks that were, you know, kind of erotic and explicit. If you guys had a chance to look at my last reading of Jet Rebel, you'll see those kinds that I have. But I have one that's extremely explicit. That one is, you know, for another day. I don't know how TikTok is, but yeah, I'm jumping off topic. But anyway, I pull out 3 cards. These cards, according to the booklet, because it has a instruction booklet. This is the beginner section where you pull out 3 cards. This card represents your past, this card represents your present, and this card represents your future. And these 3 first pertain to both Nicki Minaj and Offset. So I'm going to go over with them right now. So the first card that you guys see in front of you, we have the 6 of hazards. It actually has a definition on what hazards means as part of this card deck. So hazard means, if it turns out to be a hazard card, the hazard card represents material wealth, money, prosperity, and property. It is the 6 of hazards. So 6 represents relaxation, satisfaction, and or rewards. And I will go to that page right now to read a definition. So the 6 of hazards. 6 of hazards is generosity favors rewards. Gifts are coming your way, but be wary of any strings that might be attached. Someone may be trying to buy your love or alliance. Read the fine print before accepting assistance from others. Are they looking out for your own interests, or do they expect something in return? So, wow. Upon me reading that, guys, I immediately went straight to Nicki, like no lie. Cause if you guys notice, Nicki has been, she's been a huge help helping rappers, you know, up and coming rappers to get into the game. Like, she collaborate with them. Like, as she explained with, I think she said this with Ice Spice, because she fell out with Ice Spice. She fell out with Meg Thee Stallion. Basically what she said is that she goes out her way to be generous for these up and coming rappers. And, you know, it's like she's coming to them as a gift, but in return, you know, they treat her like garbage. And, you see where it says gifts are coming your way, but be wary of any strings that might be attached. So it could be something. This seems to me that this is screaming at Nicki. This is telling Nicki that she needs to be aware. It could be possible that, I'm not sure if down the line Offset will come up with something, or someone who is closest to Offset may approach her with something, but in spirit is telling her to watch, you know, be careful before making the next move, before accepting assistance. The way this card's putting, I can't really tell, but I know there's a reason why this card came out. So this card is saying that rewards are coming. And this could pertain to, rewards are coming, could be pertaining to Nicki and Offset, but I feel as though it's going over to Nicki more, that, you know, she has to be careful. Alright, guys, I want to show you something else that's on Nicki's side that I found interesting. And pardon my phone is still going off. My God. Okay, so the card that you guys see in front of you, we have tired of the drama. Let me cut this off. That'll be better. We have tired of the drama. So it is alleged that Nicki could allegedly be feeling this way, that she is tired of the drama, you know, pertaining to, you know, our Cardi B, Nicki Minaj, I'm sorry, I said her name, Cardi, Offset, you know, and mainly Cardi B. She's just tired. She's getting tired of, you know, of the drama. This card came out before of the previous cards I had read on. Intuition, heart strong, telepathically, inner knowing. So I feel as though this card pertains and came out for Nicki because it's saying allegedly, you know, Nicki could be intuitive, like she feels things, she knows when, you know, a person's happy, when a person's sad. She trusts into her intuition a lot. We also have setting the record straight. You have setting the record straight. So there could be a moment where she's feeling like we're going back to this, you know, tired of the drama card. That she's just tired of fighting and tired of going through this back and forth with Cardi B. She's at a moment in her life where she doesn't particularly, you know, trust anybody. You see that, like as I said about the hazards card, and I believe it was another card I mentioned earlier. I'm not sure, but this woman is, you know, she ain't trusting nobody. To me, she is. She isn't. Okay, so I'm going to move those aside. The next card. Let's go to the next card. Next card that we have the Six of Swords. According to the booklet, the swords represent, let's see, the swords represents intellect, logic, courage, and conflict. And it's the Six of Swords. So for the number sixes again, they represent relaxation, satisfaction, and or rewards. But this is the Six of Swords. So let me find that page. The Six of Swords means travel, leaving the past behind, transitioning. You've done all you can here, and it's time to escape to a more peaceful environment. The zombies in your wake represents the scars that hide just beneath the watery surface of your subconscious. Let them heal. They can't hurt you anymore. So this card represents of leaving the past behind. I believe I had pulled out a card pertaining to Offset. I pulled out the Queen of Swords regarding him. Let me go to the Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords, this represents like a person. Let's see. Oh, I'm sorry. Queen of Wands. Oh my God. Queen of Wands. Starting to wear me out. All right. Good Lord. The Queen of Wands. So the Queen of Wands means caring, self-sacrifice, fiery. She's always there to lend a hand, even if it's not attached to the rest of her arm. The Queen of Wands has your best interests at heart, though she may be difficult to deal with because she's often focused on the minutiae instead of the big picture. Learn to work with her temporal ways instead of butting heads. She is not going to budge. So, wow, that card could pertain to Cardi B. It came out on his part. I feel as though it's pertaining to Cardi B. I told you guys I cannot control what comes out. I'm telling you. Okay, guys, we're back. Sorry about that. But, yeah. So this card to me definitely pertains to Cardi B. So the Six of Swords about traveling and transitioning. Let's see if anyone has that. The rest of them are just like tarot cards. I will show you this though. Is that I asked Spirit, Is Nicki Minaj tired of the drama? Does she want the drama to end? And I got possibly. Now, it could be because, you keep a person's name in their mouth. It gives you it makes you popular on social media. It's a good PR stunt. Get people to talk about it. It could be a lot of things. Okay, so back on Offset's side, the Queen of Wands. Yeah, this pertains to me, Cardi B. This pertains to Cardi B because carrying self-sacrifice. I feel like part of her is carrying, the other part, she can get have attitudes. And let's see, the Six of Swords represents travel, leaving your past behind. It could be Spirit's way of saying that, that they just need to let all this stuff go, leave it in the past. It's best to do it that way, so you wouldn't have to, continue to go through this drama. If you keep doing that, I have these two cards here. If it keeps going, allegedly, it could turn toxic. So we have that word toxic again in that card, guys. Toxic drinking lifestyle. Show you that real quick. Toxic drinking lifestyle and the coping card. See, toxic lifestyle. And then we have the coping card. It's the same thing. So that alone, that could be toxic, and you feel as though that you may fall into pieces. Now this card here, this gives me vibes that if someone's going through mental illness, I'm not sure if Nicki or Offset goes through mental illness. If you guys know that, feel free to let me know. But that's the vibe that I'm getting. So it's very urgent that they need to just let this shit go with this bull crap, because it's draining them emotionally. They gotta get out. How these people are on a boat escaping from these zombies. They need to get out, get away, put the whole shit to rest, if that makes sense. All right, and the last card that we have. All right, guys, so the next card that we have the Tower card, and you see that it is chaotic. See, I tell you, that's similar to what I was saying about, the toxicity of the situation. I'm at the page now where it reads the Tower card, and this means a sudden change, questioning, conventions, destruction. See, destruction. Sure, everything seems fine. You're 20 stories above ground in a private building that's guarded by an elite security force. What's the harm in relaxing with a few friends? The Tower reminds us that appearances can be deceiving. You never know when a horde of zombies might come slapping through your door. It is ideal time to question the reality of your situation. Are you safe and secure as you think? Interesting. Okay, guys, so I feel that this card's coming out, and this don't necessarily pertain to Nicki to Offset, Offset to Nicki, but this to me is a representation on what could be going on behind the scenes within their marriages. It looks as though they're trying to paint a picture and put an illusion there, oh, everything is okay, and trying to keep all the bad stuff out. But you see how, one minute these people were, relaxing in this space, and then as you guys can see, let me pull up closer. If you guys can see, you see the zombies are coming out and, making it all ugly. That's like you trying to keep something that was shut in the closet, and it's so intense that it just breaks out and then it is revealed. So I feel as though that upon looking at this card, it's giving indication that there are things that are going on within the marriage. Could be like someone either in the marriage is either someone's complaining or they're not acting right. And again, this is not coming from, it's coming from both of them. But on Offset's side, I feel like it's just where he's dealing with a lot of stress. Now I see it makes sense why this tension card came out. At times he feels tension. Let's see if I can find that card. I think it's in my What's the Vibe. Hold on a second. See, it's a tension card. And I told you guys about my channel. It's the tension card. As you can see, me zoom out. Tension card. See, that's where he's feeling tension by, but because of that fiery energy, which is Cardi. And sometimes it could irritate him. I might have pulled this out in a reading I've done on them both before. I can't remember. It was the beginning of this year. So again, if you guys want to check it out, it is on my TikTok right now. But yeah, this is what I feel that this is maintaining. Now, Nicki has another card coming on her side, and this is pertaining to her marriage. We have the Three of Swords, and it has behind it a interesting definition. The number 3s represents unity, inspiration, and collaboration. And this is the the Three of Swords, which that represents intellect, knowledge, courage, and conflict. Okay, the Three of Swords, heartache, jealousy, loss. Oh no, jealousy rears its ugly head, and in the wake of a zombie apocalypse, you don't want anyone to take the phase, eat your heart out literally. The Three of Swords is a sign of trouble, turmoil, and triangles in love, marriages, and close relationships. We also have a fake friends card, you guys. I want to show you that in the frame. We have fake friends. So this could be a warning, indication that to both Nicki and Offset to be aware of any fake friends in their presence. But back to this card. Three of Swords. Take a moment to catch your breath. Though releasing your rage over a painful situation may feel awesome in the moment, the consequences could come back to bite you. So that is a really, that is some kind of card. Oh, some kind of card. Okay, so what else I can show you? Guys? I also pulled out some spiritual message. I'm gonna go over those last, you guys, before we conclude the reading. But let's see what else I can pull. So I have a card here that I feel like this is Offset pertaining to Nicki. We have anger management. So this is an indication that Offset could feel that Nicki may need anger management. We have another card, you guys, fulfilling a fantasy. So this goes back to, you remember that that lust card? You guys, that lust card here? The lust, the fantasy, the sexual attraction. So that's really strong coming on his part, pertaining to Nicki. That's a shame. That is a shamasa. Okay, and let me see what else he may have. And he has also game over. This is coming from Offset's end. Game over. Let's see. All right, so we are back. The phone call. But as I was saying, we have the card game over. Now, a game over is showing a heart. So I'm not sure if it's something about, you know, if you break my heart one more time, it's game over. I'm not going to give any F's anymore. This could pertain to Offset, regarding his marriage to Cardi B, allegedly. Oh my God, I can't talk. But that could be pertaining to that. Let's see. On Nicki's side, she has this card, knowing they effed up. Now, whatever the case that may be, I am not sure, but it came out on her end that it could be alleged that she noticed someone had effed up. This could pertain to her husband, Kenneth. That is something that, he had did that, is devastating her. It could be something to do with the lawsuit. I'm not going into that lawsuit with what's going on with Nicki. I'm not going to do that because, saying certain words is against, it could be against TikTok standards. I know we're not on YouTube. I may want to post this on YouTube in the future, who knows, but it's something that Nicki feels that she knows that someone had effed up, and I feel like this is pertaining to her husband. The next card you guys see, we have the Nine of Swords. The number 9 represents clarity, goals, and or acceptance. So this reads as follows. The Nine of Swords means paranoia, anxiety, hopelessness. Now, I thought upon looking at this, I thought it was like a nurturing mother figure thing, but it's something else. Okay. It reads as follows. Worry has you in its grip, and you're feeling frantic about your future. The Nine of Swords reminds us that while our fears may try to overwhelm us, we are near the end of the cycle, and we will be able to carry on. Take things slowly. The situation isn't as bad as you imagine, and you'll come out on the other side stronger than before. So, wow. So this come from Nicki energy. Again, I don't think that this pertains to Offset. I feel as though we're getting energy about certain things that is going on within her marriage. Now, looking upon this, I'm getting the feeling that Nicki could be feeling this way due to the fact that her husband is involved with all this drama. I feel as though that she is feeling frantic about what's going to happen to her image. That is the vibe what I'm getting, because before Kenneth, she'd been through a lot. Before Kenneth, it was Cardi, and then it was a bunch of certain white people like the Grammys and shit that was giving this woman a hard time. Like, she'd been through the most, so it makes sense to me why allegedly she could feel like this paranoia. But it's saying that even though she's feeling this, it's saying that the situation would not be as bad. Take things easy, and at the end of the day, you'll come out on the other side stronger than ever. She needs to just have patience and be confirmed. Let her know that everything is going to be okay. I said I was going to read these spirits message, but no, I shouldn't read right now. Let me wait till last. We're going to read those last, before closing out. That'll be the best thing. Okay, and the second card Nicki Minaj had on her side, she has the Empress card. And the Empress, that's the same thing. It usually represents a person, the Empress card. And the Empress card reads that it means, that's the cutest little booklet, guys. It means fertility, okay. Marital success, the Empress card. Okay, a feminine force is to be reckoned with. The Empress embodies the cycles of birth, death, and reanimation. Her maternal instincts kick into high gear whenever her offspring is threatened. She knows there is no problem she can't solve with patience, love, and a shovel to the back of the head. She's a nurturer, so her home is filled with both living and the undead. watch your steps. So, wow, okay, so I was thinking that, you know, this card pertains to a motherly figure, because you see, is she consoling? Let me see what she's doing. Let's see. It's showing that, you know, she is consoling this patient, you know, before she gets a shot to make him feel at ease and stuff. But this is the ultimate card of a maternal instinct. Guys, this goes back to the very beginning of this read, where I was pulling out feminine energy, like someone who's a nurturer, a mentor. So Nicki has that strong energy. Pardon me, guys. She has a strong energy with her, that she has a strong feminine energy. So we have the feminine energy, we have the Empress card. And that's something how things come out. It's anyway how these cards come out in circles. I get amused. I get amazed every time, y'all, about how these cards come out. It just makes it more accurate. That's amazing. So it shows that Nicki has, you know, that motherly energy. I'm not going to say the same thing that I mentioned earlier, but it's saying that, you know, she has that motherly energy. All right, so I have two more tarot cards pertaining to Offset. We're going to go over those real quick, and then we're going to then go over to the spiritual messages, and then from there, we're going to conclude the read. All right, guys, so the final two cards for Offset, we have the Moon card, and we have the Four of Wands. Let's start with the Moon card. So the Moon card, it gives the definition of deception, secrets, intuition. The midnight sun erases the doubts and fears that cloud the mind and allow the subconscious to explore possibilities through dreams. That little bird flying to freedom may hold the key to your problems. Watch for symbols while you sleep. This is a time to trust your instincts and intuition. Wow. So it's funny that I pulled an intuition card for Nicki. I wonder if that card came out for her or came out for the both of them. They are both Sagittarius, so I may have to change. We'll change that and just say, hey, you know, they could be intuitive. Okay, so however, this card is a warning to Offset that when he sleeps at night, to keep a watchful eye on his dreams. Because sometimes, guys, and I know most of you know that at times when we sleep, we tend to dream things like spirit. We're asleep, but you know, it's not like we're dead or anything. It's like it allows the spirit to come to us and to talk to us and tell us things about, you know, what we need to know, what they feel like is urgent. So it could be something like on his end that he really, like as he sleeps, if he was asleep at night, to keep a watchful eye. Because remember that fake friends card that I pulled out, and you know, all the other stuff that I pulled out regarding to him, he needs to keep a watchful eye, because spirit is telling him, you know, like it's giving him kind of like subliminal messages about, you know, what's really going on around him. And the last card, we have the Four of Wands. The number 4 symbol represents stability, achievement, and unrest. And the Four of Wands reads as follows: reward, prosperity, celebrations. Take a load off, my friend. The Four of Wands gives you permission to attend a celebration with your family and friends, or invade a celebration and eat your family and friends. Oh, Lord. The plans you made are set in motion. This is a time to rest up for the challenges ahead. So it's basically telling him to rest before good things come to him. Alright, guys, so the final 2 cards, we're going to review them right now. These come from my Spirit Messages Oracle card deck. I felt as though that this was, you know, like necessary to do in this situation, since it seems like, you know, Both of them are going through some things. So here we go. So this card here pertains to Nicki, and this is a spirit message to her. It reads as follows: go back to the heart of who you truly are. There you will find peace. Look at your life in its entirety. Acknowledge any old wounds and then release them. Use what they taught you as added strength. Keep moving forward with a renewed sense of confidence. So I feel as though with this card, it's telling Nicki to go back to how her heart was, you know, who she was truly. Like maybe she was like a different person in the past, on how she feels right now. Spirit's telling her to go back at that period, at that time, and just review her life. Acknowledge the old wounds. So I feel as though acknowledging old wounds, if you guys know about shadow work, the only little thing that I know about shadow work is that you basically get a journal and you write down all the bad shit that you had ever went through in your life, and you just basically write it down in the book. It's almost like you're pouring your anger, your heart, your sadness, whatever you were feeling inside of you, you're pouring it out to your journal. So I feel like that's one of the things that Nicki should do, or she could be doing, or well, Spirit is telling her to do it. So I feel as though she may not be doing it. Otherwise it wouldn't come out. So I feel like that's one of the things she need to do, because as you're writing, see, release your old wounds. Use what they taught you. So her experience with what she had went through in her past time, use that as a strength, and with that, move forward with a sense of confidence. I'm hoping I'm making sense. Moving with a sense of confidence regarding all the bad shit that she has went through. Take all of that and move forward. And I feel like part of her is doing that, but the stuff with the husband, it just I don't know what to say. That's a whole different topic. Okay. All right. That's her message. All right. So here is Offset's message. Okay. So it says, learn to ride the waves of life. When faced with difficult times, you can either fight against the current or go along with it. So ask yourself, what is it to be gained by depleting your energy, fighting against it? Don't do that to yourself. So it's telling him, you know, to ride the wave of life. Offset did have a growth card. So it shows to me that, you know, he is still growing. Like I mentioned earlier, you know, he's growing. We all growing. It doesn't really matter, you know, how old we are. We're still growing. We are still learning. It says even if he's faced through difficult times, you know, he can either fight or go along with it. So he either can fight against it or just leave it alone as it is. Ask himself a question. Is it really worth it? Is it really worth it, you know, depleting your energy, you know, fighting against, you know, certain things that is going on within his life? Is also saying, you know, giving him spiritual advice, like don't do that yourself. Go to a spiritual advisor, go to someone that has a lot of wisdom to give him, if that makes sense, regarding of, you know, like any trouble that he may be going through. I'm hoping I'm making sense, guys, but it seems like it makes sense to me. Okay. All right. So those are the final two cards. And with that being said, this concludes the quick oracle / tarot reading of Offset and Nicki Minaj. You guys know what to do. If you guys have any questions, put them down in the comments below. If you guys enjoy the videos, be sure to review all the parts before giving it a like. Actually, if you like it just a little, just give me a like anyway. It allows people to see more. If you guys have any requests, be sure to put them down in the description. Again, I will add them to my list. I ask you guys, as always, just please give me patience, give me time. I have to go within the energy. I have to go about how I feel in order to give you a clear reading. This is my intake on it. Other readers may be different. They may can jump into it, but this is still fairly new to me. I've been only doing this for like 6 or 7 months. So I ask you guys to please be patient. I am getting your requests. I am adding them to my journal. And depending on how I feel, I will answer your requests. This request, of course, is on TikTok. Again, this is requested by Royal Alexis. I hope that you enjoy this reading, boo. Thank you for giving me the challenge. I hope you enjoy it. Also, I ask you guys to, if you guys enjoy my reading here, check out my other readings on TikTok. The majority of readings that are on my TikTok, they're actually on my YouTube. And I also have some new ones that I've done over there as well. So if you guys are new to TikTok, go to my link, hit the YouTube icon. It'll take you straight to my channel, and you guys can check out whatever reading. I got all kind of juicy tea. I got my own series called Love Neon with Celebrities, where I pull on celebrities every week. Those episodes come out every Friday. New readings there come out every Wednesday. TikTok is not really like a schedule per se, to be honest, but as I'm uploading videos, I'll go on TikTok and I'll just upload the ones that I've done here. Also, I want to let you guys know that if you are requesting your reading on TikTok, it would be on TikTok. If you guys request your reading on YouTube, it will be on YouTube. Unless you guys say, hey, I subscribe to you on YouTube. I would like to see my my request there. That's fine. I'm not trying to make it any difficult or anything like that. What is the other thing? Also, I look forward to tag people's names. That way I want to let you know that I did your request. If you are somehow uncomfortable by that, please feel free to let me know. I really wanted to let you know that I got the request. But if you're following me on TikTok, immediately, you will automatically know that your request has been answered. So I just wanted to make sure that you guys are aware, whoever's requesting, that I did what you asked. All right, I hope that is not too much. Again, guys, thank you so much for watching. Thank you guys so much for your support. If you are on my YouTube and you guys are supporting me there, thank you guys a lot. My YouTube is slowly growing by the day. And yeah, I just want to say thank you so much. Thank you so much for following me here, TikTok, here, there, everywhere. Okay. all right, guys, thank you. And again, I will see you next time. Happy blessings and bye.